We're here at the National Religious Broadcasters 2015 conference, NRB 2015, and I have the privilege of standing next to a gentleman who has one of the top-selling Christian books right now on Amazon.com. Came out on February 2nd. I'm talking about Joe Battaglia, the author of The Politically Incorrect Jesus, Living Boldly in a Culture of Unbelief. Joe, talk to me about how you came up with that title and what that means to you.
Sure. Well, first of all, as a journalist and a broadcaster and communicator, I became increasingly alarmed over the last couple of years with I call it the intellectual dishonesty of political correctness. It asks us to assent to things we don't believe in and to accept truth, their version of the truth, which isn't even true. And so who does that help? And so I decided, well, let me take a poke at this and through a series of essays in my chapters, go at it and then lift up how Jesus might approach this. What would he do? What would he think? And I found, I think, some very interesting opportunities to create a whole different model of how to interpret political correctness. When Jesus is confronted by the Pharisees with the woman caught in adultery, we all know the story. Those were the politically correct police of that day. All they could offer was condemnation. Jesus rises above all that to show us that there is something much better. He says there is compassion, there are tears, and there is embracing of forgiveness. He offers forgiveness, something that the politically correct people could not ever do. And the reality is he is the absolute truth. And so I have a friend, Dr. Steve Brown, who uses a quote that righteousness without tears is arrogance. And the world has seen too much of our righteousness, too few of our tears. And so what Jesus does is surround someone with the compassion and the tears, gives them the permission to forgive, and then says, go and sin no more. And that's our role, is to lift him up so that he can do that for someone who then is led to the foot of the cross, the greatest level playing field of all time, and allows a person to understand that there is true forgiveness and that you can rise above the politics, the polemics of political correctness. And so I just decided to write about that.
Well, you've been watching WND TV. I'm here with Joe Battaglia, the author of the hot new, The Politically Incorrect Jesus, Living Boldly in a Culture of Unbelief. Go out there and pick it up so you can take those steps to make sure that we will return to a culture of belief. Hey, my time's up. Thank you for yours.